I would say 99% of the time, if you want to be involved in crypto, you are an investor. The most unbelievable thing of the industry is that it is evolving on daily basis. Stay calm, rely on your knowledge, and buy what you think is going to be here in the next 15, 20 years.
How can you basically understand if you are a trader or investor?
I would say, you would understand, I would say 99% of the time, if you want to be involved in crypto, you are an investor. Traders is a different category, is a different breed of animal. I mean, like it's people, if they want to day trade crypto, I can tell you I can tell you a common story between all the people that we were in touch with in crypto. They were saying, I would have those of course that they traded. They always tell me I would have preferred to hold crypto rather than trade it, like BNB, yeah, Binance Coin. Back in the days, it was like several cents, like 10 cents. People that were like almost trading. Whereas if you would have bought like $1,000 of BNB in the bull run, you would have been a millionaire in just with one coin. So to trade is very difficult. I'm not saying it's not correct. It is a completely different story. It is highly risky. Very, very gigantic amount of information that you have to process, that you have to know. So I would say the majority of the people, those that are that understand crypto and buy it, they're here for the long time, so they're investors. Those that are pretending that can understand and then trade because they can they are trying to play against the market, most probably they will be losing a lot. They will be losing a lot. Those that succeed in trading, I mean, of course, those are the minority, the high minority. So I would say, if you understand the technology, you buy, and then you're here for the long term as an investor. And if you're a trader, you play against the market in a successful way. You're a trader, but like the traders is the minority of the present. The third category is those people that they lose everything. So this is my personal thought.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, a lot of people I can't say they pretend, but they think that they are investors, but they are unable to hold crypto in the long term because once they see that the market is going down, most probably they will sell. And
Yeah,
I think it's not like the way of investors, because
yeah,
if you want to be investor, you have to understand that it's better to just hold your crypto, not to sell it.
absolutely, absolutely. But like many people, like imagine you would have entered crypto in 2011. Yeah, one BTC was like maybe $1, several dollars. Now I can't remember. In 2013/14, BTC hit $1,000. Of course, you would have become millionaire and you would have sold everything. I mean, at that time. But of course, after like let's say after another 4 years, you would have like regret to do that because you would have become like a not a billionaire, but you would have like multiplied your capital by I don't know how many times. So this is, of course, in the timeline, those people buying BTC at $1 and selling BTC at $100, they thought they did like a trade of the year, and of course, like you have to learn from history. History is like a good teacher. So I'm here for the long term. So of course, I have my own strategy, and I call it my pension fund.
Wonderful. I like this term. Okay, next question. How do you think is it possible to stop being a crypto hamster and to become a crypto shark?
Like crypto hamster. um, I mean, like you have to go. I mean, if you want to become a shark, go full crypto. Like develop your career in crypto. Don't work in I don't know, like in any other field, and you do crypto not as a full time job. you go all in, because in that reason, in that sense, in that understanding, whenever you go all in, you will be connected to the industry. And the most unbelievable thing of the industry is that is evolving on daily basis. We are not bored of what we do, even though our work sometimes is repetitive, but we're not bored, because every day something happens. Every day something new. Like now, Mastercard will be giving like I don't know how many point of sales, and 90 million point of sales for making payments in crypto in shops. This is amazing. I mean, like this is unbelievable. And I mean, whenever you go to a conference, whenever there is like a crypto conference, you understand the amount of interesting people, intelligent people from thousands of different backgrounds. It's crazy. So this is if you want to become a shark, go full all in crypto.
And I also guess in terms of business, if you want to start business, it's better to start it in the crypto space. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, like, of course, I wouldn't say this is the mass adoption time. Crypto, I think it will be adopted in the next 5, 10 years, maybe 15. We don't know, but of course, you have to also understand that sooner or later, many things there will be. I mean, many things will be shifting to Web3. Now, companies that will be using like Web3 scheme structure. Other companies that will be advertising in the metaverse, and then tickets that will be shifting to NFTs, and many other ideas. So we can reproduce a digital economy. You have to be smart enough. You have to have great idea, and then the idea can really become a multi-million dollar business 100%.
What's the difference between good investor and bad investor?
Hmm. I would say a good investor has the right strategy. When I say right strategy, it means that he minimize risks. He has a budget, like blood in the street capital. So whenever everything goes down, we can buy it back. And the bad investor, like he takes a huge amount of risk, a huge leverage, try to hit that 100x coin, which is pretty difficult, and he tried to do it without due diligence.
Sounds reasonable. And who are the whales and why they're so powerful?
Whales, I mean, like if we connect, I mean, if I have to compare BTC, like someone that holds more than BT than 1,000 one more than 1,000 BTC in their wallet, and of course the more liquidity you hold, and the more the system can be centralized or controlled by several people, so they can manipulate the market, they can move, they can crash the market, they can pump the market. Yeah, I guess it's better to have no, like thousands of different whales rather than like 100 corporations or like four banks.
Yeah, but however they exist. I mean, a lot of corporations they just um, connect together and they
Mhm.
start manipulating the market.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, but this is a narrative that can be analyzed in different direction. I would say, okay, crypto can be, if you what you're trying to say, crypto can be also kind of centralized or controlled by several people. Okay, fair play. But in on the other side, crypto is open to like to the whole active population of the world. Whereas before, if you wanted to enter like in stocks or buy something, let's say an IPO, you should have been a credit investor, which is even worse. Whereas now, at least people from third third world countries, they have the access to BTC or like to any other token or coin present in the market. So yeah, the narrative is that whales that can manipulate the market is good, but on the other side is like an open an open protocol.
Yeah, and let's imagine you're the like average investor, crypto investor.
Hmm.
Is it possible to become a whale right now? Because before it was quite simple. If you have enough information, you can just invest in Bitcoin on the early
Hmm.
stage, and
Hmm.
pretty much that's all, and just hodl. But now it's not so easy. But
Now,
maybe, yeah.
of course, I would say it's very very difficult today, almost impossible, because my personal opinion and what I can see in the market is that all these investment funds, all these like angel investors, all these influencers, they're already well connected to pretty much any founder, anyone that have a great idea. So of course it's not like BTC, a protocol that someone left on the blog and a group of enthusiasts started to mine. So I would say the industry is already quite formed, and in order to have an early access to a great project, you have to be very well connected, very well connected. And this is now not impossible. Of course, everything is possible, but in order to enter a new Solana or any other great blockchain or any kind of project, you have to have the right entry. You have to have like a very good resume or CV. People have to know you. Of course, the train to become multi-millionaire or billionaires like with crypto is like real quick has passed. I would say real money will be happening in the next 20 years.
Okay, and you already touched this question, but I want to elaborate it a bit. How is it like better to behave when there is a blood on the streets? I understand that it's better to buy like assets. They're not so expensive
Yeah.
this time,
Look.
but yeah, there are a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
How can you behave?
It's very great point. I mean, like I'm not considering myself as a great investor, of course, but I try to have an understanding of the market. And because I zoom out and I believe in the market, I'm very calm. Actually, I'm very happy that the market is down. Anyway, macro is terrible everywhere. Like if you check any forecast, any expert, everywhere is bad. Everywhere. So crypto, of course, which is like the smallest asset with a huge potential, whenever the market condition will be getting back stable, and this is like something that can happen tomorrow, but it can happen like in 10 years, so we don't know. Therefore, because I truly believe in BTC as a hard asset, I truly believe in Ethereum. If Ethereum merges in the ecosystem, what it can provide, and let's say become Internet 2.0, uh, you have to close your ears and only rely on your knowledge and on your understanding. And of course, you have to have like a capital aside that you can reinvest in the market. But I think this is something that for us it's easy because we've been in the industry for long. I would say 5 years is a good journey. But of course, for someone that enters the new market, it's even difficult to understand because he didn't pass through the cycles. He didn't hear about BTC or Ethereum or any other coins. He is new. He doesn't understand. He say, what if it goes down to zero? Yes, there is a possibility that like an asteroid hit the Earth, of course. But with logical thinking, we understand that this is where the market is going. So stay calm, rely on your knowledge, and buy what you think is going to be here in the next 15, 20 years. That I don't think we're going to have like 20,000 projects. I would say like we might have 1% of them. We will be lucky to have 1%. And if you're like in this 1% of the projects, I think you did it good.
And why is it important to stay calm making an investment decisions?
Because emotions, they can bad effect. Like any decision when is controlled by emotions, can affect you the outcome. So of course, when everyone is panicking and selling, uh, you have to give you a strong reason why you're selling, a strong reason. So, but of course, sometimes if someone is is panicking and selling, when they bought high BTC, they're making a mistake because emotions are affecting. If someone is panicking and selling Terra Luna, is of course they're doing it good because that was like a flow in the protocol, and it was like a disaster. So always try to stay calm and give your reason. Of course, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to speak when you're sitting here having an interview, but this is the most difficult part, and that's why you have only a small amount of only a small percentage of great investors, whereas others they're just they cannot make it. Right? Yeah.
And as a conclusion, can you give top one advice in your opinion for people who are already in the market?
Stay in the market, develop yourself in the market, and try to stay. Whenever you stay in the market, you already made a great decision. Try to try to run together with the market. Try to stay updated. Build your network. Stay connected with anyone, and yeah, and increase your network. This is very important. This is very important.
Okay, guys, it was the third episode of our podcast with Anvar Sidorov. You can find both the first and the second episodes right here on the screen. So, if you want to understand how to build the capital in crypto and which preparation steps should you take before entering the crypto space, you definitely have to check them right now.